I'm La Luna Pubel, your sensual dancer, music artist, tarot reader, and a lot of multi-dimensional things that I dive into, which you will start to see if you click that link, follow, subscribe to my channel, and come join me amongst this journey. Today, we are talking about how to stay in your power and in your energy as we prep and prepare for the blue moon, May 31st, okay? That is only a once in a blue moon, okay? So, we're going to talk about how to prep for that near the middle of our session. But first, we're going to get how to stay sovereign in your power and how to connect with your intimate sides of yourself, like connecting with the parts of yourself that you might have not shown the world yet, or that you're just starting to show the world, and to let go of shame and to dive deep into your sexuality with no shame and no fear. So, the first thing that you really want to do to connect with that sensual side of yourself is touch yourself, touch your body and just feel the parts of yourself that what feels tense, okay? This is how we get to know where the trauma is stored at in our body. So one thing that I do to kind of like get to know myself more and to tap more into my intimate parts, I would touch myself and I would see what is tense. If my shoulders are tense, that means I'm carrying a lot of burden or I'm releasing a lot of burden. If my stomach hurts and I press on it, it feels tight. Maybe it's some trapped energy in my womb, okay, my life force, maybe from past partners that had hidden ill agendas against me and they try to pour their negative energy into me. And as you touch yourself and you see what part is getting tensed or that feels a little sensitive, ooh, my diamond. You are, baby, no longer the diamond in the rut, okay? You are the diamond who made it out the rut, okay? That's the energy I got from that right now. But when you do touch yourself and you realize certain parts are tense about yourself, that's really diving deep into the trauma that you kept stored in your body from when you were a child, or maybe from your past life that you once lived before, or your DNA, your ancestors, okay? You carry a lot of stuff from your ancestors as well that needs to be released with love. So just sitting with yourself too, baby, and writing in your journal about the things that you feel, maybe the longing that you feel so much. I'm getting a lot of energy from the collective that you're longing for something genuine, something real. Could be a sisterhood, could be a relationship, could be friends, could be a real, just something real and raw, okay? And it's okay to long for that, but transmuting that energy to pour it into yourself first. So everything that you long for, pour it into yourself, okay? When I feel like I long for something deeper than just a surface level conversation, I want real, raw, just intimacy that aligns me with my path. When I long for those times, I do the work that I need to do by writing in the journal, and I manifest through my journal, and I ask myself, what do I want for my life? What do I want to attract for myself? Why do I long for these things? How can I transmute this energy into my favor? How can I pour love into myself and get deeply in tune with the version of myself I'm becoming, while also navigating this void and the longing to be seen, heard, felt, something deeper than a human capacity. I want something to fulfill me, okay? How can I fulfill myself in ways that allow me to long for something, but it doesn't make me feel like I'm without, okay? You don't want to be consumed by the longing of desiring something or someone or being somewhere that it makes you start to resent your life, that you don't feel like, you start to feel like you can't reach it, okay? And when you feel like that for a moment, don't gaslight yourself and say, oh, I'm just gonna, pour a drink and I'm just gonna forget about it, or I'm just gonna go sleep with somebody else, and or I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna do that. We don't go run to the hills to something that seems more comfortable because of what we viewed as comfortable during our lives when we were in survival mode. You're no longer in survival mode. That's the third step. Tell yourself you're no longer in survival mode. Step into the mirror, step into your energy, put on something beautiful. Confirm to yourself that you are no longer in survival mode. You're not a people pleaser. You long for something deep because you are a deep soul, okay? You came amongst this world as the star seed implanted here. So you've always been wanting to merge with people who are like-minded as you. Maybe brotherhood. You're longing for true brothers who are warriors, okay? That's within you first and foremost. Before you can get that, you got to find it within yourself first, okay? You have to find that energy within yourself and know that it's out there in the world as well. As you're living your life being productive, as you're living your life doing self-care, doing shadow work, you will resonate with a lot of people who are on the same frequency and spiritual journey as you. But we have to get into the intimate parts about ourselves. So journaling is the best solution to be able to express yourself when you feel like you can't talk to anybody about these deeper connections. But you can always talk to me about it, because you guys can always go on my website where I do love spells, I do tarot readings, I give a lot of self-love rituals. I give it like the files. I put them on the files for you, so I can give them to you when you do purchase the item, and we can have a one-on-one live session and a video call session and talk about these deeper meanings. And everything is confidential between you and me, baby, okay? But we are coming back to ourselves, okay? That's how you stay in your power and your energy, when you get to know your body more, okay? When you step away from toxic people or people that don't understand you, you want to be around like-minded people. When you journal what's going on in your world, what you want to manifest, what you want to accomplish, you start to journal also the mood swings that you go through, how your body feels when you enter into new spaces, or when you're going through the shift. When you journal it, you document everything, which then allows you to come back to it and you see all the things that you accomplish, which makes you feel a dopamine of happiness, okay? That's what we want to feel. So when we prep for the moon, the blue moon for the 31st, I want you guys to pull out a journal, and I want you to write all of the things that you want to release and let go of. And then I want you to write what you want to bring into fruition. Because reality can be bent at will, okay? So I want you to write down what you want, what you desire, because you already have what you desire. It's just catching up to the physical world. And I want you to pray on it as well for the May 31st. Join me in this ritual May 31st, okay? Join me, because it's going to be at 7 p.m., okay, where we are going to do these rituals. If you decide to do it earlier and then join me afterwards, then we can do that as well. But I want you guys to understand that as you prep for this blue moon, wishes are being fulfilled, doors are opening. So I want you to also write down some things as well that you want to let go of. If you have some insecurities, or if you feel like a person of your past, maybe a narcissistic person, kind of shut your sacral chakra down, where you're not really like feeling the enjoyment of sexual pleasure anymore because you've been hurt, abused, okay? I want you to write that down. Talk to yourself. I want you to sit with yourself, and also, baby, talk to me as well if you need to, if it feels a little heavy. And I want you to tell yourself that I love myself, I love my body, I love who I am. No religion is going to make me feel like I'm doing bad in my life. No person, place, or thing is going to bring me down. And I might be still adjusting to learning what I like and what sexual pleasures that I desire. I might still be healing from sexual energy, because maybe when I was open to someone, they didn't allow me to be as free as I was, or maybe they were trying to steal my energy, or they were just bad in life, or they didn't understand what they were doing that was going to cause you so much pain in the near future. But you're going to write this down and you're going to transmute that energy, okay, baby? So join me at 7 p.m. for May 31st for the blue moon ritual, okay, that we are going to dive into. I love you guys so much, and may you heal your womb. May you heal your heart chakra. May all of your heart chakras aligned and be in sync with each other, okay, so that we can dive into this new energy and this new being of self of no shame. We carry no shame in the next chapter.